Come on and wake up because it's a fabulous Friday morning and we are about to get you empowered,
Yes,
baby.
yes.
Get ready, get ready. Y'all see these beautiful faces on this platform this morning. And if you don't know, let me go ahead and tell you, you have, of course, y'all know me and Dr. Sparkle are here all the time, but we have the one and only Rev Pat Flowers. And if y'all know the daily devotion with Rev Pat, is a staple in the community. People are getting on there, getting blessed, getting that word, understanding the Bible better than they ever have before. She has a sisterhood chat that happens bi-weekly on a Saturday where we can get in and talk about some things that you may not be able to cover in church. And then, of course, she has a group called, what is it? Called Covered and Chosen? So what is it?
That's ancient. Life beyond the Bible.
Oh, Life Beyond. I'm sorry, Life Beyond the Bible. That's right. Look, thank you for getting me together. But I love the other part. But okay, Life Beyond the Bible with Reverend Pat.
It was
Also
her
her
husband's birthday
podcast.
yesterday. She not with us this morning.
Thank you. I was trying to get
Celebrating
myself
her
together.
birthday.
But Life Beyond the Bible with Rev Pat is also her podcast. So y'all can find that on all streaming to get that, right? So Apple,
Apple, Amazon.
I was gonna say, Angela, don't even.
Don't even.
This is not you acting like me. I do that. That's not you, Angela.
I just said the month is about to end, baby. Listen, there's a lot going on. And then y'all
Isn't it
know
the
that
last Friday of September?
the
This is our
last Friday of
last.
September. We had date night. Look, date night was last night. So tell I'm all over the place this morning.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Simply Court is
Look,
with
we
us
have to.
for
I'm gonna have to stop you for a minute because I have to get a big shout out to Angela's husband, whose birthday was yesterday, and y'all acted up so much that she didn't even get to shout out her boo.
no,
So,
right? Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you, Sparkle. Thank you.
so shout out him on today.
Sparkle
Yes,
say, wait. That's not you.
I
You
It's
know,
were
right?
me this morning.
I like my position. I like my assignment. Get off my assignment. Don't be acting like me. I do that. I mess up people's name. I mess up the
Okay, because I
day.
be over here like,
What you not gonna do is think you gonna come in and take my place. No, ma'am.
let me tag you back in, boo, because let me get that back to you because that ain't me. But however, y'all know that we have had Simply Court on here all every Friday for this month, and we have been celebrating her book, Dear Black Man, You Are Loved. Robin Pat is tickled. Y'all know I
She
love when
is
she be
so
tickled.
tickled.
Yes.
She is tickled because I won't let Angela have my position.
Thank you. Thank you. And then, of course, let's back it up and say yesterday was National Daughter Day. So if you have a daughter and you missed it, go on and shout her out today because every day is
Yes.
Daughter Day if you got a daughter. And if you don't
Hey,
have a daughter and you
Samantha.
got a son, tell him, you know, I love you and you
They day
definitely
is
too.
coming too. I'm sure if they did daughter, Monday is son. I'm sure.
Yeah,
What?
the
Wait
time
a
is
minute.
coming.
Where did all this come from? These national Chicken Day,
Baby, it's
National
National
Donut.
Donut Day, it's National Pizza Day, it's National Riding Your
Ice
Car
cream.
to the end of the street and turn
It is.
around day, baby. It's a National Lollipop Day. Whatever day you want, there's a national day for it. So, National
Tuesday's
Doritos Day.
Tuesday's National Family Day. I'm making it up right now.
Yeah, where's that? I love that. National Family Day.
Got this National Empower Mornings Day. How about that?
Come on, Angela. Now she
How
acting
about
That's
like
a good
that?
one.
Angela.
Yes. And
She's
Tina, I
sliding
see you
back
on
into
here,
who
so
she
tell your
is.
beautiful daughter happy birthday from the Empowered Morning Show. I saw you post that this morning. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Good morning,
Good
everybody. We are
morning.
super excited to have y'all on this morning. And y'all know we got to get this thing started because we be having some good conversations. I mean, this week has really been
I have
good.
thoroughly enjoyed this week.
Me
Y'all are
too.
worth getting up for. I'm telling
Me
you,
too.
y'all are worth getting up for real.
Oh! See, that's why Angela is important. You stay in your lane and I stay in my lane.
Boom. Yeah, because you be always
I
talking about
thank
dirty,
you, Reverend Pat.
you be
No,
always
that
talking about
means a
dirty
lot.
diapers and stuff, baby, and getting people all the way together. So yes, you can have it back. There you
Yes,
go.
but thank y'all so much. That means so much because let me tell you, some mornings don't look so pretty to get
Mm-mm.
up out of your bed
Girl,
and
say that.
come and give you all this energy, all this love every morning. Some mornings got like, yay, I'm excited, but some mornings is like, God, I don't know about
Believe
this
that
one.
because everybody think. Good morning, Miss Patricia. Everybody thinks sparklers on 99 all day, every day, and baby, catch her the right time of the morning. I'm like,
Hey,
where's Sparkle?
no,
Where's Sparkle at?
remember last year when we were doing the healing thing, and she was supposed to do the meditation part? Baby, that clock got close to 8, and she was like, "Time to meditate, cause I got to go to bed."
Gotta go.
Out here, baby. Look,
And y'all,
hey,
I love some meditation. Even with my craziness and my, I like to be on 5,000. I love some quiet, meditate, and let God just do his thing. If you don't meditate, I know I haven't talked about it a long time. I need you to get in a place that you stop your life for a moment and be quiet. Just turn off everything, every voice, every thought, turn it off and just let your mind meditate for a moment. Take yourself to the islands, jump, have a good time. And when them kids and when I'm saying those thoughts try to come in, them kids try to knock on the door, uh-uh, it's my moment. It's my time to just breathe in God and breathe out everything that's not like God. It changes every atmosphere, every situation, every tone. It will change it. But you have to stop and do that.
because you deserve to have boundaries. You deserve
You
to have
do.
peace. You deserve to have joy. You deserve to have some calmness in your life because life be
Mm-mm.
life, like they say. And you need to know how to get into your space to bring yourself back into position. Because you know how they talk about thermostats and what is it? When
Mm-hmm.
you adjust your temperature, you can't let anybody shift how you act. You got to be the
Yeah.
one to control yourself. You can't be all out here cussing folks out and hitting them upside the head because you don't like what they say. You got to get yourself together
Yes.
and be like, let me breathe and count to 10 so that I won't punch you out. Let me get my thoughts together so I won't say the wrong thing. Because some things cannot be taken back. Some
It
things
can.
people, it sticks with them for life.
Some words stick with
Some
them.
words
Some
stick
words
with
that
you
you
for life.
say.
Mhm.
Look, y'all, wait a minute. Courtney's been so quiet. Courtney just be taking notes because I'm a preacher, so I like to talk. The doctor is a preacher, so she like to talk. Angela is
Just
the visionary, so she like to talk. Courtney, you better jump on in here.
I love to talk too. Trust me.
I was going to say,
come
Courtney
together
loves to
just
talk
like
too.
boom, boom.
Courtney sitting there like, let me get my tab. Let me make
And I
some notes.
got it.
Me and
And I got it.
StreamYard.
But
I know, right? Look,
what I was gonna say was, um, you literally set the tone and I was explaining this to my son last night. He was telling me about, a teacher at school. And I was telling him, I said, now you have no control over how the teacher acts, what the teacher does, what the teacher says. I said, however, you do have control over how you respond to what the teacher says.
Everything that happens to us, guess what? 99% of what happens to us is based on how we react to what happens to us.
Right.
I want to play this. I want to play this quick TikTok because this is definitely what we're talking about right now.
Too many of y'all are too caught up on who you used to be, and you're thinking because of who you used to be, God can't use who you gon' be. But God said, before you messed up, I called you. Once you messed up, I called you. And jacked up, I'm still calling you. For I know the plans that I have. You're going to win. The question ain't if you gonna win. The question is, will you have the faithfulness and remain focused and remain fruitful in spite of? That if folk walk out, I'm still gonna trust them. That if I go to work tomorrow and they lay everybody off, they gon' cuss, I'ma smile, because I know what God got for me is greater than what I'm getting ready to lose. Somebody shout in spite of.
I shared that.
Yeah, send that to me.
It's the shut up. And being quiet is part of something. When people get to talking so much, you don't have to have an input. What you think, Dr. Sparkle? Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't. If I say that, sometimes your silence solves so much problems. Your silence will get everybody together, and you ain't even said one word. Because I know my grandmother in church, she didn't ever have to say anything to us to get us together. She just looked over there.
Look from the choir stand.
She just looked over there and did her, and we was like,
and you already knew to shut your mouth.
Look, this was
I
my
knew
look.
to shut up.
From the choir stand. This me.
So we all talking about, I gotta get my clap back. My clap back, the way my clap back look, it's so beautiful. It's so classy. It's so, oh my gosh, did Sparkle just sparkle? Yes, I sparkled and didn't say a word. Didn't say nothing. We talk too much. We think we gotta, let me explain this. Let me break it all down. No. On my tea.
In relationships, you notice that if you're quiet, you get more attention if you're quiet. Because they gotta know what you're thinking.
Tiana Taylor made a post about that. She did a reel. I guess somebody was interviewing her, and she was saying that you can, when you want somebody to hear you and see you, you want to scream and you can yell and you can be. She said it can be in any font you want. It can be in Times New Roman. It can be in it can be in any kind of font you trying to holler to be seen. But sometimes you got to realize it's your silence that makes people pay attention. Because when people become quiet, now you don't, when you screaming and hollering and yelling, I already know what you're thinking. I already know where you're going. But when you're quiet, I don't know.
I don't know.
And see, like, I don't know what you're going to do. Are you going to pack your bags up and leave? Are you going to go and call somebody and do something? But what exactly are you going to do when you get quiet?
It is different perspective now, because on the other end, sometimes it be all in the things that you didn't say when it comes to situations, relationships, and just different things like that. Like, you may be waiting for a certain type of response, from a person, and they may be like, well, what did I say? No, it's more of what you didn't say. Gave me confirmation on what it was I needed to know.
Back in the day, my get back game was so smooth.
Mine was like Sparkle, and everybody was in my ear like,
I'm not gonna have no conversation. I was dating this guy. We were out. Yeah, I went out, y'all. Yeah, I went out. Anyway, we out, and somebody whispered in my ear. that there was somebody in the room that he was like talking to. Wait, whoa, you can't be talking to her and talking to me. But she just popped up. Well, I didn't say one word. I enjoyed my evening. But when I left, I went and bought a 6-pack of dog food, beefy Alpo dog food. Y'all might not be young enough to
Yeah, I
know
know exactly what it is.
dog food. And
That ain't the hard one. That's the soft one.
that's the soft one. That's
That's
a
the
six
soft one
pack.
because I already know where she go.
A 6-pack. And got me a shoebox and wrapped it up, made it look real pretty. I mean, that box, I've never even wrapped a box that looked that good before. But that night, it was on point with a card that said, "For you, for being you."
Oh,
And I took it to work and I left it at the security gate. And I said, "Forgive me, Lord, I lied. This lady just left this for so and so. Could you make sure he gets it, please?" And he worked in our distribution center, and he was one of the most popular guys. So I knew when he got down there, oh, he was gonna be bragging, talking about, "Look what my woman sent me." And in my head, I was like, let that joker open it up around all of his boys. Period. And the next thing I knew, my phone at my desk was ringing. I know nobody did this, but no, nobody did this but you. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This stuff you just sent me. Oh, your gift. Yeah, because dogs deserve the best. And I wasn't gonna buy you no cheap dog food. Now, moving right along. Let's go. I see you at lunch.
love rubbing pants.
Yes. Now we're
Oh,
gonna
Jesus,
we're gonna turn
that's
that
like
Thank you,
Jesus.
around.
Pastor Mark. Look, thank you, Pastor Mark, for making sure that
Not Pastor Mark.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the God will still bless you with the great one and the right one.
Right.
thank
E-
you,
In
thank you.
spite of in
And
spite of it all. And that's even when you
look at those
say
two.
about all of us have been with somebody that did not deserve us,
Don't
did
deserve
not
it.
deserve to be in our presence, didn't deserve our bodies, didn't deserve to be in any parts of us. But we saw that's when you were saying, but I just like him. He is no good, but I like him. It's just something about him. I mean, we like a lot of dogs. A lot of dogs are cute. The hair is right. They're you do. But out of all of them, it's always somebody that dog just fit. We had a dog, Diamond. She was the best dog from heaven. She was a heaven sent dog, and she was still a dog. Y'all, a lot of men did not choose to be a dog. They was raised up in their upbringings of how to be that kind of dog. They uncles told them, "You get as many women as you can." So everybody didn't sign. They didn't sign up for it. It was just given to them.
Right.
When they were little boys, they weren't dreaming to grow up and be a dog. Got it.
Sparkle said
Woof,
they
woof,
weren't born to be a dog.
woof,
They
woof.
were a puppy. And then they owner just raised them up to be.
You
Girl,
know,
I had
it's
a
just
dog
like
or
pet bulls. I love pet bull dogs, but everybody think that they're mean, aggressive, and no, it's the owner. How does the owner raise them up to become? They raise them to be fighters. So we have all kind of categories. But what we forget about men came from God too, not just us.
Yeah.
They still God's son too.
Right.
Sparkle gonna be the best preacher because she got some analogies that's gonna keep
maybe
people
she
in
got
their
something
seat.
for you.
I'm telling you. Now, yesterday was diapers. Courtney,
Today is
you gonna take
food.
this
Then today is
today,
the dog
today
pound.
is dogs. And
Yes.
somebody put in the chat, woof woof. So it's on you, Courtney. You better go on and talk about your book.
Yes, that's where I'm getting to. So even in that, forget like your bad experience is over. So since
Right.
the bad experience, Reverend Pat talked about this man that did her, he was doing what he do. and she had to give him some dog food because that's where he was in life,
And she
and
was
that was
cool
the
with it.
best food for him. But in return, she still ended up with a man that loves her for everything, for who she is, cherish her, honors her, respects her, and she would never feed her husband dog food.
Oh
She would
no,
never feed, and if she found out somebody sent a box with some dog food for her husband, it is
they better have
going
a
down.
puppy. They better know we got a puppy because they better not so much. Look, we got somebody buying them boots, and I had a problem with that. Here, Pastor Mark, I brought you some boots. Whoa, boots.
This
No,
ain't boots on the ground.
better donate that to somebody else. I'm just saying, I ain't that kind
Look,
of first
he,
lady.
he won't be wearing those.
So in return, Miss Courtney came and told us, start loving our men.
Start loving them.
Start loving them. If we can learn how to be quiet sometimes and show them some love instead of "Arr, rur, rur, rur." Because some women are the dogs now.
Ooh, don't even go there. But wait a minute, before Courtney, let me tell you what. We went to the Four Tops and the Temptations. And before one of their songs, the Four Tops, let me tell you what he said. He said, remember back in the day, before I sing this song, back in the day, before we had all this fame and all this money, there were women, there were real women that he said, I know I'm gonna take you back. He said, where 50 cents could get you in the movies and get you some popcorn and do all of that. And he said, and you could take your woman and that just going to the movies with that 25 or 50 cents, that woman would appreciate it. He said, now you wouldn't have anything left. I wouldn't have anything left over to get me anything. But this woman would look at me and say, you know what? I've had enough of this popcorn. Why don't you finish it off? And he said, that meant the world to me because it showed that she not only loved me, but she cared for me. Does that make sense? Do you see?
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Think about that.
A
And
care goes afar.
which is what Sparkle is intimating, what her book is intimating. Sometimes we have to be the women that not only love them, but care for them. Because if I know that if you spending your last 20 on me, 10, whatever, what problem would it be? Or how hard would it be to tactfully acknowledge, look, you know what? Why don't you take half of the burger? Take half of these fries. Why don't you? And I'm serious. I mean,
no, that's real.
because my husband will call and say, what do you want for lunch? And he's going to stop and get my favorite burger and whatever. And I'll say, what did you eat? Oh, I'm good. I'm going to make me a salad. Oh, no, you're not. I'm going to split it in half. Here, take half the burger, take half of the fries, because that's life.
Yep.
That's life. Y'all look at us and think, a lot of people may think, oh, you balling, or Sparkle got it going on. Angela got it going on. Courtney got her own business. And baby, look, the price of eggs is the same for me as it is for you. The price of eggs is the same for me that it is for you. And some days you're going to have to split that sucker down the middle. And guess what? You're full. You're not even hungry. So that man said that, and that just really made me think about what happened to us as women. And it's not a bad thing, but what did our culture, our environment do to us?
It changed our thoughts.
That kind of love, like Courtney's talking about in her book to men.
It takes a lot for most women to take accountability. And I can be completely transparent when I say I was one of those women. Not taking accountability, playing the blame game. When you point out something that I'm doing wrong or that I shouldn't have did, or however, I'm finna call you out and tell you what you're doing wrong. Instead of me taking in what you're telling me to make us better, to make the relationship better. You know, I didn't know how to communicate. I would literally shut down.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like and I'd be mad for days. I'm
Mm-hmm.
walking around feeling some type of way for days. In my feelings for days. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that was me. I was that girl. And it's because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't know.
agree. Because I'm a spoiled person. I'm a spoiled person. My grandmother spoiled me. My brother spoiled me. So when I don't get my way, I'm learning now. But at that time when I didn't get my way, I acted like a little brat, kicking and screaming and acting a nut just because you didn't get your way. Like, and,
On
and
a tantrum.
yes, and
Right.
I still in life, me as a person, I'm a spoiled, like I have to be spoiled. That's just part of who I am.
but that's
They,
being honest though. But see, if someone came into your life, you'd put that out on the table.
oh yes,
And so
every single
if you
time.
in my life as a male, if you're in my life, if I put not this, oh, that's just me. See, that's a cop out. Oh, that's just me. But I'm talking about when we come to those, when we're in relationships and we're willing to say, let me give you a heads up. Like I'm a little thrown off. I'm a little
I
thrown off.
I got some
I talk a little
issues.
bit, but that I still love you, and I'm probably gonna pop off for about 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes later, I'll ask you, do you want me to fix your plate? Like
And
that
not put
happened,
poison in it. I'm gonna fix you a
and
good
I'm
one.
done with it. So when we come to the table with that, when you say, dear black man, well, you say, hey, dear Richard, Jojo, Bobo, whoever you are, let me tell you about who I am, about me. I don't want to pull no punches because I don't want you to look. I don't want nobody else to tell my story to my man,
Oh, absolutely not.
right? But when she says women don't take accountability, women don't like to take accountability because some women have to take a look at themselves. Like, let me conversation. We're talking. I'm talking to Sparkle. I'm married. Sparkle's single. And I'm talking to Sparkle now. Sparkle got her game going. I mean, she got folk paying the light bill, water bill, mortgage, the bank
Oh no.
bill, all of
Say the
that.
mortgage first. The
She,
mortgage. I'll
the
take care
mortgage,
of the
she got
light.
it all going on. And I'm saying, well, Sparkle, do you like him? No, I'm trying to get my bills paid, right? I'm trying to get my bills paid. But then when I say, well, you prostituting yourself. Now you insulted. But we put in a category women walking the street. But baby, anytime you giving it up to get something back, you're prostituting. Whether you're a single woman or a wife, it doesn't matter. If I want to go out, I'm just being honest. If back in the day, if I wanted to go out before Jesus, if I wanted to go party and I knew that my man didn't want me to go, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give it up. And I'm gonna give it up good.
I'm
And then I'm
gonna
gonna
take
say,
good care of him.
babe, do you mind if I go out? And he's so happy. No, I don't mind. It's
No.
prostituting. We don't think of it that way.
Yeah.
And we want to put it on the man. I'm serious. That we get what we get from that. And we want
Mm-hmm.
to blame the man. Well, he didn't want nothing serious.
You didn't ring that bell
I'm
because
being
the
honest.
reality is we all have to take some responsibility and
We do.
accountability for
We
how
do.
we all are. When you say, well, men, why black men leaving and going and marrying and get dating outside of our race, we have to take accountability for that as well. Because if all I see is the woman wants me for how I'm going to pay a bill, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, and you don't care anything about me, if I say, hey, I took my last and bought you something and you eat it up and
And
you
you
give it to
eat it
your
up and
kids, or
not
you say,
shall
oh,
bite
well,
of it.
you didn't bring the kids nothing, and he looking like I ain't have I gave you all I had. We don't appreciate, and what we fail to understand or even go back to is that in the Bible it says men want respect. They
Mm-hmm.
equate
Yes,
love with
With
respect.
respect.
And a
yes.
lot of black women have hard times respecting men who maybe just have a basic job, who maybe, feel like oh, he's a cornball. He don't dress a certain way, or I'm looking for somebody with some swag, or I'm looking for somebody who, guess what?
Yes.
You're looking
That's
for
stupid
something,
stuff.
and you don't respect somebody who is just genuinely trying to be a good person to you, who looking
Mhm.
out for you. But you want somebody who gonna knock it out and break your back and do all these things, and you think that that's what life is about. And then they leave you a little change, like you said, Reverend Pat. You may not feel because you're not swinging on a pole or you're not out in the streets that you are that type of woman. But if that is what you're allowing to happen, you got to be responsible for that. But you also
That's
got to know that when you have a good man who is trying and who is there for you and who loves you and supports you and brings your kids in and loves them like they're his own, it's something to be said about that. And
There's
you got
right.
to
something to
respect
be
that
said
man
about
and
that.
But where do we get
don't
that from?
lowball him or dog him out and talk about him to everybody else. And girl, he's stupid and dumb. He don't know. I don't even really like him. I just want him to pay these bills and do what I need to do so I can get to where I got to go.
And he willing to do it. But where did we get that from? Because culturally, African American women did not. My grandparents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, those women were strong in their own right. Those men weren't making $1 million a year. They didn't have bank accounts overflowing with money,
And
but
they
they
definitely
had,
wasn't driving no
but and they
Lamborghini.
thank you. They wasn't driving no Lamborghini, no none of that. Some of them were doing horse and buggy, but they had relationships that withstood time, withstood the difficulties. I love to listen to older couples talk about
Me too.
all the things that they've gone through, and they've managed to remain together based on love, respect. Because I was raised in a house. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a Southern girl. My mother was a Southern girl. I was raised in a house where you didn't sit down and fix your plate before my dad was served. You
No, no, no.
absolutely did not do that. You didn't think that you was gonna bring somebody in his house and y'all gonna sit at the table and eat his food and not. And no matter what my father did, my mother would say, "That's your father." Now that can be a negative or positive. But
Hmm.
I learned from my mother how to love and how to be a wife from a woman who withstood a whole life for 52 years. But never did I ever hear her tear a man down. Never did I ever hear her tear my dad down. Never did I hear her tear down any other relationship. What you got was what you got. And that kept me. That helped me to be the woman that I am. Now, did my dad deserve all of it? If you ask me, no. But she wasn't going to disrespect that husband. She wasn't going to tear him down if he lost his job. Us, you spend $50,000 on a wedding nowadays, and the minute the brother loses his job, you back at home with mama because he not making bank anymore. That's crazy. That's crazy. From an early age, I learned having your own is vital for your well-being. Anything added to that is a bonus because when you love somebody, it's what's in the heart, and both of you will bring to the table equally or more, if not. You're not a good teammate, you're an opponent. Wow.
That's a mouthful.
That's a whole mouthful.
That's a
But is
whole.
it,
Thank you, Regina. That's
Courtney,
some realness.
you're talking about black men.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what Regina just posted, having your own. Do we take that into our relationships? We look at I'm praying for a husband, me. And I got my own, right? I have my own business. I got my own car. I got my own Lamborghini. I got my own airplane. I got all of that. And now I have this person in my life, this man that I truly, truly love. How do you, if you talk to black men, what would they say about the mentality that comes into a marriage first with this thought, I have my own? Does that make sense? Because when we talk about biblical marriage, we're the help me. I'm not minimizing anybody's success. But when we talk about marriage and wanting to be in a relationship, men think differently than we do because men believe that their 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 responsibility is to care for their wife and their children. That's just the way, go back to the Garden of Eden. God told him, you're going to have to go work the land. You're going to have to, if you want to eat, you're going to work, basically.
Right.
Inherently, that's how Black men feel, because that's what's been rooted and grounded in them. They equate their manliness to their ability to care for their family, their wife, their children. So when we go into marriages and we have our own, how does that affect the mentality of a man? Because we're telling our daughters, being married is a blessing. Being married is a blessing. Having a husband in your life that loves you, cares for you, and can make a home for you is a blessing. And at the same time, we're telling them, but now make sure you got your own. Make sure you have yours. If something happened, do we take that into our marriages, and are men able to sense that if I don't live up to what Sparkle wants, she's gonna remind me that you can leave because I got my own. You know what I'm saying? That is convoluted, but do y'all understand what I'm trying to say?
I feel
It's
that
a mixed message.
now, speaking from my own experience. Now, I didn't have a whole lot, when I got with my ex-husband, like I didn't have a whole lot, and he didn't either. So we basically came up together. And when we did come up together, he became the sole provider. It didn't matter about how much money I made. He still took care of the home. I had two very small bills, but the mortgage, car note, he took care of that. You know what I'm saying? So, financially, showing up financially. Now, when you go to talking about other aspects as far as the emotional part, so when we talk about provide, the average person thinks money when we talk about provide.
Mm-hmm.
But
Correct.
to me, providing is mentally, emotionally, and spiritually too. Can you show up for me? Can you pray for me? Can you support me emotionally? Are you emotionally available or emotionally unavailable? Like all those things play a huge role within a marriage. And yes, you have so many women that have the mentality of I'm gonna have my own. I'm gonna have my own. So if this man decides to leave me or I have to leave him, I have something to, fall back on. But in retrospect, it kind of feel like you wait for the other shoe to drop.
That's that plan
That's what
B.
I'm
That's
asking.
that
Y'all
plan B.
understand what I'm
See
asking?
that?
How does that affect the psyche of
That's that
Black
plan
men?
B.
That you haven't, just like you're making your plan to make sure that you get out good, does that affect the man's psyche by thinking that, I know if I don't, she gone.
Yeah.
She got
Right.
home. So how is that coming into a marriage on equal footing? Because we always assume that the man doesn't bother a man. Because we get the manly, the brother talk that they do with each other. Man, that she got it going on, man. You don't have to worry about nothing. They hype it up. You know what I'm saying? But the psyche of a Black man, the psyche of any man, based on what we know biblically about a man, is to be the provider, and the woman is the nurturer. That's never going to change, because that's how God created it to be. Period.
Right.
Period. You see what happened when Eve stepped in and did something she wasn't supposed to do. He stepped back, and look, he caused problems for the rest. It caused problems for the rest of mankind. So I'm not diminishing a successful woman. I'm saying we're talking about a book about how you, Black men, you are loved. How do you balance being humble enough to say, yeah, I may make a little bit more than you do, but you're still the head of this household. I still respect you. You're still my leader. I still expect you to lead me, like Sparkle said, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. I need you to lead me. I'm gonna humble myself enough where
But
I'm
see,
not
I think that's where the problem is, Reverend Pat. For if you really think about a woman who is out here making more money, already has her own home, already has her own nice car, already has her own business, already has it going on. In your day-to-day life, you are what they call a boss chick.
about.
You're a boss. And so most women, even though you have a man and you want him to be that person and support you emotionally and all those things, and whether he matches your income or not, it's a very thin line. And it's probably hard for women who have achieved that level of success to take that hat off and come home and say, baby, you got it. I
That's
trust,
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about.
I trust you to lead me. I trust because in her mind, 9 times out of 10, I'm leading everybody. When I'm
Because
outside the household,
money
I'm running
controls.
everything. I'm running the people who work for me. I'm running the household with our kids. And so when you tell me, baby, I think we need to do this, if you are so used to running things, your thought process is, wait a minute, you telling me something I don't even agree with that. So we're not doing that.
Yep.
And so we wonder again why sometimes men leave and go elsewhere because it is a very fine line, and we cross it and blend it so much. But you want him, a man should know that you trust him to lead you. Otherwise, why
Mm-hmm.
marry
He wants to be where he feels needed.
him? He
Yeah.
wants to be where
And who
he
don't want,
exactly.
but that's on both sides. Who
Hmm.
don't want to feel needed? I'm needed here. But we put it one side. We don't always look at it on both lands. We only look at it on one land instead of both land. A man want to hear you say thank you, like a thank you. Give me before you come. As soon as I walk in the house, give me a hug instead of what took you so long. Where you been?
What's
Like,
the what's the
Sometimes you just have to, even
no
if you know how to do something, just tell your babe, you know what? I need you to take a look at that. You know how to take a look at it. You know how to fix it. You know what the problem is. But that does something for his psyche
ego.
to let him know my wife still needs me. My wife still, if there's something she gonna ask me to do. Now I know my husband probably know I know how to get a broom and kill a roach, but baby, it's a bug in the house. I'm just giving y'all an example. He may
Miss
fuss
Phyllis
about
said,
it.
not just needed but wanted.
The reason why I didn't say want it is because I won't change. They switch up. One day we want this, one day we want that. But if you need food to survive, you need that. That's not a it's not, yes, you get a want about choosing which one, but you need food. But we have to be real. I won't change.
Yeah.
They changed. So I might have and I don't want to be with somebody that I wanted you at the time when them muscles was popping and you was looking good and everything was good. But now we at the emergency room and they said that you just been diagnosed with something. So these muscles I'm not looking at these muscles no more. I'm looking at now I'm gonna have to take care of this man.
But that's what but you're talking about wants and needs. What you're talking about is evolution. We evolve.
Mm-hmm.
So if Courtney is talking or ministering, talking to, coaching a man who feels as if whatever brought them to that place is no longer there, that comes from what we say and what we do. I can evolve all day long. And yeah, that tattoo that was up here is now down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's in change, but so have I. Because what was
Yeah.
up here might
It's
be
now
down
up
here.
that
What was
belly button.
what was flat and toned and all of that, yeah, that may all change. But what I think the purpose of Courtney's book is to remind Black men that no matter the changes, no matter if I have to sit by your bedside and take care of you, I'm in it to win it. Because if you ain't in it to win it, you may as well just stay single. Because everybody's gonna evolve. Like Sparkle said, everybody's gonna change. What I need from you may change. When we met, I may have needed more spoiling, more coddling, more hugging. Maybe I've evolved and become confident in myself enough now that although I still love you doing that,
And I
I don't
still
need you, I don't need it as much now. You understand
mm.
what I'm saying?
But you
Where
know what? It's a balance, and it is as life as you go through life. Sometimes it's going to switch positions because
It
we're in a
is.
different era now than we were back in the day. Women
Right.
are much more independent. Women are much more, capable of going outside of the household and getting a job and bringing in income. That necessarily wasn't the makeup back 40 years ago.
Right. Like
Women weren't leaving
dynamics
outside
have
the house.
changed. It has truly changed because you got to think about, okay, so the woman stayed home, back to church and cleaned the home, she cooked. And the men were the ones that went out to work and brought home the bacon, But now, and I don't know where it went wrong, I really don't. But now, women, we get the bacon just as much as the man. We going hard just as much as the man. And for a lot of women, it's hard to turn that off when I get with a man. I'm
Yep,
in
Mm-hmm.
that's
my
what Angela
masculinity.
was saying.
When I'm single and I got to do everything for me and my son, I'm in my masculinity.
You and
I'm
your
in my
man.
masculinity. Like a man gonna really have to show me. For me to be able to like relax and just really be in my feminine. Like he's really gonna have to step in and show me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
I
in my
can show you better
masculinity.
than I can tell you.
I go
And
hard. I
African
go
And,
American
I,
hard for me
women.
guys.
and
And
I'll
now
say
there's
this
some,
too. When you think about back in the day, and a woman was at the house, and she was raising a kid, and she was cleaning the house, and she was cooking and all of that, she didn't have outside exposure. So
Mm,
he is everything because he's coming in, and you
mm.
are. I'm so glad to see you because I need some, you know what I'm saying? Because you're
I need
providing
to
me
see
with something.
somebody.
I need a stimulation. I need a conversation. Because I've been just handling this. I haven't had the opportunity to be back in the day. They didn't even have TV. So
Yeah,
you were
they wasn't
depending
going to
on your
work out
man
at
to
the
come
gym.
in, and you were giving him everything because he satisfied that for you. Now we're so overly stimulated that sometimes you can walk in the door and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And boom, gone on and be doing some other things. You don't even think about it because you have went outside and got stimulated from everything else. Whether it's I'm frustrated because we in this traffic, or child, I done brought some food home because back in the day you didn't have fast food to go and pick up stuff. You had to sit your butt in there and cook what was in the house, whether it was a pot of beans or whatever it was to make it stretch for your family. So because life has changed and everything is convenient, now you're an option more so than you are a need or want.
Hmm.
ooh,
Because you
That's
feel
true.
like it's so much out here, baby, that if you don't want to act right, baby, pack your bags up and leave, or I can pack mine and go because
Yep.
there's so much out here that I can have options. The fact of the matter is, for some women, raise your hand, or raise your arm, or go pack. Don't be choking on here.
man,
But do you see what I'm
because
saying?
Yeah.
we
it,
have to
it,
also
it shifts
understand
it
that.
shifts how we operate inside a relationship now. So
Yep.
instead of sitting back and still having the same thing, that I don't care what I do outside of here, when we come inside our home, it's all about you and I. And whatever you tell me, I'm gonna trust you, and I'm gonna trust God enough to say that you gave me the right one to lead me wherever we need to go.
Yep.
And then be that person who can subtly say, okay, baby, you know what? That's a great idea. I really like that. And so let me ask you this. So, and ask questions to bring things out so that it
Right.
refines the vision. Or did you think about this? Because you know what? I just saw this. And so what do you think about this? And it's the way to make sure that your goals and your visions are in alignment so that y'all move through life together. And nothing can come in and nothing can break. What it says, put this asunder. When
Put
you're
this aside.
together, nothing is going to break that because you have the right mentality. He's not letting everybody else tell him stuff, and you're not letting everybody else or your position affect your relationship.
Yep.
Okay, so
I,
before,
I
let me get
I
this
have
quick
a
point in.
friend
Okay,
that go ahead, Reverend
statistics
Pat.
show that African American women are the most educated demographic right now in the United States.
Hmm.
African American women. When we're talking about our African American men, do we, as African American women, really acknowledge the fact that there is a reason why we're allowed to make this much money? There's a reason why an African American woman can go and get a loan for a small business loan and start her own business. Society, the African American man has to deal with the fact that society doesn't want him making 100 million or billions, not unless they playing football or basketball. That's the only time they dare to pay a black man that type of money. There's a reason why the black woman is the most educated demographic right now, because then it eliminates and keeps the paler people from having to deal with the strong, educated African American man. So as women, we're gonna have to acknowledge that all of this stuff that they're giving you, they're giving it to you because they're threatened by having a smart, intelligent black man in your home, leading his family, leading his wife, owning his business.
That's the biggest threat to America.
Wants to have
It
everybody
is
that
because I can
black
pay
man.
you for your physique and your physical. I'll pay you for that because it is what it is. But I don't want to pay you for your mind.
I
I
don't
don't
want
want
Yep.
to pay you
to
for your leadership
And the
because
more
if
you
you
valued and you understand about who you are as a man, the more you gonna want,
the
the
more
more
you
you gonna need. But
everything that
if
this
I
country
can get if
every,
I can get more women out here standing on their own, then I have these men over here still in their own little world having to struggle. Nobody's giving them no hug. They're not giving them no respect. The basic things that they need. I have a friend that I could ask him to take me out of town today, and he will. The reason why is because when I talk to him, I let him talk about him. I let him talk about his job, how he's doing. It's like I let him pour out that nobody's listening. How your day? Oh, you have a good day? Oh, okay, bye. And they gone. People don't want to sit and listen to. They ask you, but are you really willing to listen to them pour out about their day?
because we Courtney said she doesn't know what changed. Here's what changed. We have, as African American women, taken on the paler folks' attitudes. You understand what I'm saying? Because when they started marching and wanting their rights and whatever, we've been fighting for our rights. But now we gonna fight for women's rights, and we want to climb the pole and work on the telephone pole just like a man does. We took that on, and we really truly believe that society is allowing me to elevate and my man at the same time, and he's not. Society allowed the paler woman to elevate when her husband is a CEO or the chairman of the board. No, we elevate and we minimize
Mm-hmm.
the
Right.
ability of our men
Mm-hmm.
to elevate and to grow. And we take on the same talking points as the paler people. All men are sorry. These men ain't worth nothing. Well, if they don't have the same opportunities and advantages that their paler counterpart has, no, it's bigger than that. So when we have a discussion, dear black man, maybe we should look at him and say, I understand your struggle outside of
Yes, despite it all.
just a relationship. I understand that as a black man, you don't have the same opportunities. I understand that when they see a Barack Obama, it scares them to death. So much so that now our entire country has to change. Black man, a wife, a family, no mess, no drama, no
Right.
none of that. And he's still admired by people all over the
I
world.
love
So when
Yeah.
so
you're
much.
black man, dear black woman, you better check yourself, because maybe you need to remind your man that no matter what society says about you, I
I
love you.
still I still respect you. I still love
I
you.
respect you. I
because
respect
you
the
know what,
struggle.
in the scheme of things, we are still perpetuating what Eve did. They put it in front of us that you can be all this, you can have the power, you can have the money, you can have the success, you can have all of that. Just bite the apple.
Just
Just taking it right here.
Right.
just
And
bite the
so we feel like we can go out and now we don't have to sit in the house and be still and clean and cook and all that. It's something out there for us, but we forgot that our man is the one that in the natural order is God, man, and then the woman. Courtney, I
Yep.
want you to go through, and then the children. Courtney, I want you to go through the last chapter of the book
Yep.
Okay.
before we get up out of here because we already at 54 minutes.
Yep.
Go,
I was getting ready to
Tony.
tell you. If
It was
all
it was
minds are clear,
it
it's
was getting
time to
They
good,
vote.
know
honey. It was getting good. It was getting real good. Okay, chapter 12, you are the revolution. Dear black man, your very existence is a protest. Your joy is radical. Your healing is revolutionary. In a world that has tried to erase you, your decision to thrive
Mm,
is resistance in motion. You are not just surviving a system, you are changing it. You are the revolution your ancestors dreamed of. Your intelligence, your style, your voice, your vision, some would try to silence it because they're intimidated by it. But don't shrink. Stand taller, speak louder, love deeper. You don't have to conform. You were created to transform. Your presence matters. The way you love, the way you lead, the way you live, it ripples into your family, your
that's
community, your
deep.
culture. You carry more influence than you know.
Mm,
You were born to disrupt, uplift, and shift atmospheres. You are not here by accident.
mm.
You're already started the revolution by choosing healing, growth, and joy. Let your life be a declaration of freedom, love, and purpose. A reflection for you. What part of your identity have you dimmed to fit in? How can you reclaim and embrace that today? Affirmations. I am the revolution in motion. I am the legacy of strength, truth, and transformation. My existence is a gift to the world.
That's that's good. Like that's probably my favorite chapter
Yeah,
out of all
Beautiful.
the chapters that you have read.
that's the
The,
best one.
oh,
That's
that
beautiful.
and it's perfect that it's at the end and it speaks to what we've talked about today. At the end of the day, bottom line, we need to encourage our men to understand their position
yep,
in the world and not shrink from it, not let somebody talk them out of it, and not let somebody shift what their purpose is. Your
Right.
purpose is not to just sit on the street and do these other different things. Your purpose is not to be intimidated to where you don't want to go and further your education
yeah.
because you're meant to run the world. You're meant
Mm-hmm.
to handle business. You're meant to lead and show them because everything about us they want to copy and be like. You're meant to disrupt. Don't let somebody make you think that you're
Meant
not.
to disrupt.
But at
I
the
love
same
it.
time, as Black
I
women,
love
we
the
also
disrupt.
need to encourage that. We need to stop just sitting there looking, letting people just, oh, well, whatever, go play that video game. And yeah, you shouldn't do
We
anything
we
else.
we gotta
Get
we gotta
married.
pour
No,
into
you ain't got to
them.
get married. Oh, you can go out here and have 20, 40, 50, 60, 100 women, and it's cool. That's what you're supposed to do. No, we need to shift how we speaking to our men and let them know it's not meant for you to run out here like wild dogs and go out here and get
Yep,
anything and everything and don't care anything about it. No,
it's
what you're
not.
meant to do is be a protector and to rise up in purpose and let people know that you were created to have dominion over everything. You
Over
are the one who's supposed to elevate and dominate and let them know that no matter what comes my way, you can't take me off my game. You
You
can't shake
can't.
me because I was created for more. When you can do that, women, when we can show a man that he can have a woman in his life, whether it's a mother, whether it's a sister, whether it's a daughter, whether it is a spouse, have somebody in your life who speaks life to you and lets you know that just because I give you an opportunity to be vulnerable and transparent, it's okay because you still can go out there. That's giving you strength. That doesn't make you weak. Me giving you a
Exactly.
place to be peaceful and calm and vulnerable strengthens you to go out there and face whatever they throw at you and not break. You may bend, but you will never break.
Never.
never.
You're him respectfully.
You're him
Yes.
respectfully. And like
Respect.
Yes.
Carl said yesterday, based on that book, the change is already here. It's not
Yep.
coming, it's here. Period. Has
It
a wife,
is.
his home should be his sanctuary. He has to fight so much harder than his paler counterparts.
Safe haven.
Amen.
Safe haven. Yeah, home should definitely be safe haven.
Absolutely.
That was
They
good.
should they
Courtney,
should
that
want
was
to be
excellent.
home, not running all in the streets. You run all out in the streets because home is no different than anywhere else you've been.
And I want to say real quick, the women for the men that the women have hurt them, we want to stand right now and say, I apologize. We apologize for what we apologize to you because it's some great men that are staying away from women because of that heart that they did down deep down in their soul, it was broken. So it comes a time that you have to be willing to say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
And mean that. Sorry,
At
sometimes you
that
can do
moment in
something
my
for
life,
me.
I didn't know your worth. I didn't value your worth. I
Amen.
apologize.
Amen. Amen.
Dear black man, you
You
are
are
loved.
Yes.
loved.
That's right.
It's no ifs,
Courtney, make
ands,
sure you
buts
put in
about it.
the group, in the thing, how people can get a copy of that. Buy the book,
Yes.
Okay.
y'all. Sow it into
Buy the book.
somebody that you love, your son, your spouse, your father. Because I don't care how old a man is, he still desires to be loved and respected.
Yes.
Period.
You are
Amen.
loved. And it's
Come
been a
on,
great
baby.
week, y'all. It's been
This
a
was
great week. It's been fun all week. We went from Black and Beauty to Change Your Dapper to the dogs to the
to
I love
melanin and marriage. We didn't
to
did it
Melon.
all.
Baby, we done did it all this week.
We
Right.
But I need y'all to start hyping yourself up because Melon and Marriage Magazine is hitting October the
But the
1st,
first,
baby.
Woo, woo.
Yes.
Yes.
So I know we shouldn't be trying to rush time, but we are excited about what God is releasing out here. And in this release, what we're talking about, women are going to be talking about all these different type of
Yes.
things, and
Yeah.
they're going to break it down. I'm already looking forward to reading Reverend Pat because I don't like the word queen. So I'm excited about reading it because I know she's gonna break it all the way down. So keep on following us. If you have not subscribed to Melon and Marriage, our magazine page, please go and hit
Yes.
follow us so you can follow us for the next
Yes.
thing because we ain't waiting for change. Change is
change
now.
is here
Change
now.
is here
It's
now.
here now. And we getting some stuff together now. Uh-huh.
Right.
So that's
Now.
why we dropping stuff. When God gave Angela the visionary, our visionary is the bomb.com.
Yes, she
Angela,
is.
I don't know. Her and God got this visionary thing. Like they tied up. They tied up.
They
And
linked in.
girl, her
It's
vision's
LinkedIn,
big.
baby.
Her visions be so we give it for our visionary that wants to share, like, but she's not selfish. That's what's so beautiful about
Mm-mm.
her. She's not selfish with her visions. So our visionary again has put together a magazine and a group of people that God handpicked, selected to be all together. We're together. We're stronger together,
We
y'all.
are stronger
We
together.
We're
are.
Yes,
stronger
we are.
together. So stop thinking you out here in this world all by yourself. That's a
Exactly.
lie. That's what the devil wants you to believe that you all alone. So it's a lot of things coming up. Follow us. We
Amen.
Angela and I will be back Tuesday, coming back from Empowered Morning. Reverend Pat will probably be back on her regular schedule. Like
Now,
But Pat,
it's
what's
a lot
are you
of
going to be
things.
available today at noon, Run Pat?
today's devotional is at noon.
At
Mm-hmm.
noon.
Today's
Okay.
today's at noon. So we love you all. We
Yes,
thank you
yes,
for
yes.
sticking with us. I know we have been long this week. But sometimes you gotta change some stuff up.
Right, Tim, you got to
Right.
change the schedule.
You gotta
Switch it up.
change it up. But the bottom line is we believe God. Do you
You
believe
believe
God?
God.
We
We
believe
believe
God.
God.
We believe
You
God.
believe God.
Have a blessed one. We'll see you Tuesday.
Bye.